Hello, folks. This is Real Honesty with John Ritland. I am John Ritland. That
is the Dominator.
This is a SmackDown Live Des Moines or Moist.
Le Moines.
Oh, Des Moines.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
I think so. Des Moines. It's Iowa. Iowa's cool, despite having the Hawkeyes there. But anyway,
ain't that one of them? They're Avengers.
Yes. No. Wait.
Huh?
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, I was rendered senseless watching him in the latest Avengers movie. That's right. I said it. Anyway, we start off with Nakamura and Ziggler. I mean, that was weird, but Nakamura's so charismatic and Ziggler's just there. Ziggler's a really good athlete, but
he's got presence as well. It's not as commanding as Nakamura seems to be, but
10 Zigglers are not as commanding as Nakamura.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm worth 10,000 Eva Marie's.
Zero is still zero, Sammy.
Yes, that was great. But still, that was great. This should be a fun feud. I'm actually looking forward to this feud. I think it'll be very fun.
Yeah.
Because Nakamura is damn good. Have you seen Nakamura wrestle?
Not really.
You have not? Okay. I got... Maybe.
As some of you may or may not know, I didn't really follow NXT, and I spend most of my time playing video games, so...
I mean, to be fair, he contributes a whole lot more than like a lot of people would to this show. So it's like what he contributes.
Jokes.
Well, and also humor, which is not just jokes. No, not just jokes, because it can be jokes, it can be puns, it can be a lot of things. There's a lot of layers to things, not just jokes. Puns are above jokes, in my opinion.
Like cakes.
Yes. I'm thinking about Charlie's Cakes now.
A little lady.
That needs to be a sponsor for Raw. Charlie's Cakes. Be a talk show for. Anyway, moving on from that. So apparently,
2 minutes wasted.
Papa Roach is making music, and Steiner is back on Impact Wrestling. What year? What year is it? Honestly,
you gotta say it properly. What year is it?
Well, it was brand new. Anyway, Styles and Corbin is like their match before.
Yeah.
Good match. Owens on commentary.
But we all knew who was going to come out on top.
We did. It's not Corbin's hairline, though it is getting to the top of his head.
Yeah, his hair is filling with Styles.
I mean, Corbin has improved. Taker and Kane speak highly of him, and he has pressed a lot of officials, and he's got Bear in the ring.
Yeah.
They need to just unscript him with promos, and please have him have a hair versus hair match against somebody and cut his hair a little bit.
Ambrose.
It's on Raw. It's not going to work. Maybe Fandango.
Biggly wiggly ziggly.
Oh God, I don't know who I'd want to have lose that hair match. Anyway, it was good though, and Owens on commentary builds up the whole match nicely with the U.S. title for Backlash. That would be nice. Thanks for not giving us Backlash in September like you originally scheduled WWE. Please give us something in Seattle. Something good.
Of course, these championships are bouncing around so much, I'm more getting whiplash.
This is true. Getting whiplash. It's like a Nick Hogan ride. Anyway, so moving on from that, Zayn comes and makes a save, sort of, because Zayn was not a moment too late. And then he got beat down.
Yeah.
Again. Because that's what happens to Sami Zayn. It's unfortunate. And then we get... Apparently, Charlotte fell asleep in the tanning bed. I mean, what the heck?
She's really taking after her paw.
Yes.
Gross.
She hasn't gotten that many divorces yet. She hasn't. I'm just saying, Ric Flair and marriage never worked out. Though, want to take a moment, apparently Ric Flair's fiancée was in a car accident. Yeah. Hopefully she's going to be okay.
Yes.
That's all I know right now. American Alpha versus the Colons. I mean, that's what they...
Smells of Puerto Rico.
Woo!
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
It is Puerto Rican or something. I mean, yours though was better. Beat the throbbing clock match, and American Alpha got the win. I mean, it was good though. I enjoyed it though.
Yes.
And I mean, it was what it was. It's like when you're doing a beat the clock challenge and you only have 4 teams that are competing. Why not just say, American Alpha did this. You have to beat this time. Forget beat the clock challenge. That implies that there are more teams.
Yes.
And when your best team is American Alpha and the Colons are still way below,
at least they're not the shining star for you to see just how job they can really be.
And they aren't.
Now they're just in the shit.
And now they aren't. Going back to the Puerto Rico joke. No, poor Puerto Rico. I hope they're okay.
They're not.
No, I know they need help, and hopefully they get help because there's a lot of rich history there. But no, American Alpha is the best team, and then the Colons are at the bottom, which I guess makes sense. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so
I mean, the fuck with Breezango.
Right, but we'll get to that in a second. Becky looked amazing as always. God, what?
You said second.
Yes,
you lied to me. You lied to me.
You're dead to me. Becky looked amazing. Fucking damn. My God. I'm not thinking about her a lot. Wait, I am. Natty, Carmella, and Tamina. That is an interesting tandem.
Yes.
Of 2 women and 1 guy. Mean. It was so mean. I think Ellsworth is more of a bitch there. Yeah, mean.
Oh, yeah. When you said 1 guy, I was like, who in the... Oh, yeah, Ellsworth.
Yeah, right.
He's there.
Yes. Stuck his chin out for everybody. I guess they're going to be a new faction. Pretty much sums up that whole thing. That was really awkward.
It's a bunch of hot air.
Actually, you summed up the next match, which is Orton versus Rowan in a no DQ match. They can and will go through the motions.
Yes.
And they did. Rowan should have used his beard and absorbed more of the impact. Rowan may end up going to Impact at some point.
Right.
Feel bad for him. He's talented enough, but he's been too often injured. This match did nothing for me, and then Orton talked about the House of Horrors match that he's going to have.
It better be fucking extravagant with the build-up that you've been giving. Because if it's just another, I'm projecting insects onto the ring.
That was weird. That was... Guilty?
Guilty!
So, wait, God damn it. Then Jinder comes out, and I'm not buying it. Look, the Singh brothers, cool. The former Bollywood boys, that's what they're going by, the Singh brothers. I'm all for it if you build something up, but the problem is Jinder has won so few matches since coming back.
It's not believable.
It's not. If you had started here, built it up to SummerSlam or something like that, maybe. I mean, I don't know, 3 months would have been good. Well, 4 months almost.
It would be more believable if he had, say, before the whole losing streak, he had good
then the losing streak
victory. Right.
Yeah, sorry.
If he had a good run as a star before that people really remember, then having him just come out of nowhere and start kicking ass again would make sense. But he's not at that level.
If he had won a few matches on Raw or something like that, I get what you're saying, then been traded, okay, I mean, maybe weird, he's in a new environment. I'm all for SmackDown giving opportunity to people. Cool, I know it's to corner the India market, and that's all it is. But it's not going to help.
Yeah.
It's not going to help SmackDown's brand. It might help India overseas. Cool, India's a pretty good hotbed for wrestling, despite the fact that the Great Khali attempted to wrestle and had no knees. Worse legs than Hank Hill's dad.
Wow,
but
that's kind of vicious.
Am I wrong?
Said vicious.
Yes, I know. I mean, he really stuck his leg out there. But
it cracks me up.
Poor Sid. Lana, though. Whew! Never wanted to be I never wanted to be a goddamn chair more in my life. Rusev, you lucky bastard. Rusev could have a dad, and I could just be slaying him right there. Mm-hmm. But still, it was good. Yes, there's really not much more to say. Breezango beat the Ascension. Breezango were facing the Usos. Day 1-ish. F your street slang. Boring-ass Usos.
Breezango better win.
Yeah.
Because this is 6 layers of bullshit.
SmackDown's fallen hard, haven't they?
Yeah.
It doesn't help that Morrow's off commentary and JBL is still there. #fire JBL. Go ahead about Breezango.
Well, they're very competent wrestlers. They are.
Yeah.
They've had absolutely no build-up. Maybe you're trying to just cut the old generation cold turkey and then start anew with new stars and build them up into something great. But you're not doing that.
It's like what Impact is trying to do, except WWE has a budget. I mean, I want to see Impact succeed, but they can't draw people on a little soundstage. And I said that about them on another review. Oh, wait, that was the Raw review last night.
Yeah.
So, Breezango, if they win, cool, but I have no interest in seeing the Usos as tag champs. But even if Breezango wins, are they going to have a long run? It's probably going to be a Slater and Rhino-like run.
What they're going to need to do with this is, if they win the championship, they need to give them more promo time. They need to give the tag teams more promo time in general. Because all we're getting are these disjointed matches that there's nothing connecting them. There's no tension. There's no story. There's no action, really.
Yeah.
Breezango can cut some hilarious promos together, so, I mean, why not use it to your advantage?
No, agreed.
But
they won't
maybe
do
I'm
that.
just a little more sane than Vince McMahon. And again, I think it's not a high standard.
No, it's not a high standard. Well, the stakes are high. Yes,
steaks.
Yes, steak. And speaking of meat, Charlotte versus Naomi. What? Anyway, shout out to TNA Creative.
Naomi, well done.
Yes. Burnt one. Anyway, Charlotte and TNA Creative will understand about this. Charlotte is as much a woman as I am a 3-star athlete, and TNA Creative will understand the response that they gave to that. And by the way, if the people who did not like what TNA Creative said have a problem with it, F you, seriously. Come on, guys. It's for fun. Charlotte and Naomi, though, what do you think of the match? It was fine. And then the women interfere.
Yeah, and I believe that's more to carry this match was more to carry the plot along than really anything.
It was better than last week's because at least they got a little more time. Yeah. Charlotte needs to stop doing that moonsault. I am so worried she's going to break her leg.
Yeah. She'll have a nice long career if she doesn't give herself up.
It's like, I mean, I think she's 30 or 31. I think. I don't know. I know she got started in wrestling late, but yeah, she could have a long career if that doesn't happen. Injuries happen, but just that seems avoidable.
Yeah.
So SmackDown, and I mean, I'm sorry, it's like SmackDown was average this week. SmackDown was a C. Yeah, you agree? C plus.
Wow, low end of a C, not a C minus, but it wasn't quite there.
And this is sad because SmackDown has traditionally been the better brand since the brand split.
It may just be a rough spot while they're figuring out where to really use the stars to their advantage.
Yes.
But we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen worse, but it's just, we even said it was kind of boring. So, now 205 Live, Tozawa and Swan, they need to compete for the tag titles. I'm all for that.
Or have a cruiserweight tag title.
Once they establish a division more. But I agree with
you. I think it would aid in establishing the division because right now there's only one goal.
Okay.
If your only goal is the top, everyone's going to get sunk to the bottom.
Fair. No, fair.
And it wouldn't make sense to have a cruiserweight intercontinental championship or, well, an international championship. Maybe get some of the UK wrestlers in.
Bring the European title back.
Oh, yes.
Yes, have various people of all weight classes, foreigners, compete for that.
Well, then it wouldn't be 205.
It's true, but you could take some of the cruiserweights that aren't competing for the cruiserweight title, have them compete for the European title.
I'd like to see Jack Gallagher and Neville would belong there very much.
Jack Gallagher is actually going to face Tyler Bate for the UK Championship tomorrow on NXT.
True.
Yes, that's actually going to be a very fun match. I won't be able to watch it till later, but they face Dar and Kendrick. Kendrick and his horrible pants. Good God, Kendrick, who gave you fashion advice? It was a fun tag match, and Tozawa just teaching Kendrick lessons,
yes.
And it's just funny. And Tozawa and Swan work so well together. It's like if they're not doing anything much with them, have them compete on Raw for the Tag Team Championship. Why not?
Or SmackDown.
Or SmackDown. You're telling me that they couldn't give the Broken Hardys a good match. Nice versus Ali. It was decent to good, and then you had Gulak again with the no-fly zone thing.
Which is very awkward, trying to get a guy by the name of Mustapha Ali into a no-fly zone.
I mean, we should be banned for making this.
I rethink that plot line if I were you.
This is the same company that did the Muhammad Hassan storyline.
He was initially a good storyline, and then...
yeah, and he was also Italian, so that was kind of funny.
Well, it's a bit of a problem. Yeah.
I mean, Gulak, though, at least they're doing something with him, even if I don't find him particularly interesting.
Oh, yeah. Fun fact. Remember that crying Native American commercial for recycling and all that?
I do.
That guy is Sicilian.
What?
Yes. Anyway.
Wow. Moving on from that. Nice and Ali had a good match, though, for what it was. And then we move on to Gallagher and Neville. Good match as you would expect.
Yeah.
It built up fine, and of course Neville got the win. Gallagher's still over with the fans, even with the losses he takes. Definitely. And then, of course, Neville beating him up more, trying to ramp up the tension. And then Aries comes out and attacks Neville. Mm-hmm. I think Aries could win the title, but we will get to the Payback preview in a bit.
Yeah.
But I will say that 205 Live is a B-, because it had good action. Usually 205 Live B- is about the lowest grade.
But it didn't really expand much on the previous week's plot lines, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but still, anyway. Do you agree, do you disagree with what we've said? I mean, you can agree with him. You should. Yes.
Comment.
And share.
Subscribe.
Share back there.
Do you chair at all?
Yes, and there...
Doth thou even hoist, broseph?
I don't. I don't at all. Anyway, Twitter handles, thumbnail are all up around there. And it's been Real Honesty with John Ritland. I'm John Ritland. That
is the Debonator.
And see you.